Well, Mick, what inspires you about Anzac Day?
It's not just another round, and I get a little bit annoyed at people who say, oh, it's just another game of football. When that last post is played Anzac Day, it's the greatest reminder that we are there as guests to play a game of football, to honour and respect those that have fallen. And I don't mean that very lightly at all. I believe that I always have, and I'm just feel so privileged to be able to be out there on that day. The whole week is a mixture of preparation, teachings, and an acknowledgement that we have a wonderful gift, and don't just assume that it's a right. At some stage during that last post, I have a reserved spot for the memory of those that have died, and we shouldn't forget that.
Mick, you got defeated in the Anzac Day game last year. You said that your players let the Anzacs down. You're criticised for saying that. What did you actually mean when you said that? When
we were given a chance to display heroics on that day, Essendon were the heroic side and won. And I was drawing the attention to the fact that we are playing a game of football, and the Anzacs weren't playing a game of football. They were playing life and death. And really, we in our most humblest way had an opportunity to be showing some heroics on a football field, certainly not to the same degree as the soldiers, and I think we let that spirit down.
Well, Mick, you've mentioned themes around Anzac Day. You're holding a book there, The Fallen. The sentiment of that book, I mean, you were saying before how you like to read parts of it again at this time every year. What is it that you get out of that book?
I'll pick 22 out, and I'll photocopy them, give them to each player, and let them read about an individual. Tom Hughes, born 1891, died May 3rd, 1917. They are simply young men who had a career, played football, chose to fight for their country, and lost their life for their country. And when you read through it, you get quite emotional.
Well, Mick, you never had to go to war, but what sort of a soldier would you have been?
It's a wonderful question that you ask, because so many would answer the way they would like to think they perform. And we'd all like to be heroes. So I'm not about to stand up here and say that I'm going to be or would be a brave soldier, because, you know, bravery is instinctive, and bravery sometimes is spontaneous. And I've seen brave players, and then I've rethought it and thought silly players, because they don't necessarily know what's coming. I could easily tell you, Tim, the way I would like to be perceived, but when you're confronted with those sort of situations, and at my age, I don't think it's going to come that the army are going to knock on my door. So I'm not about to answer that.